Now let's talk about one of the biggest value drivers of the cloud, and one of the key reasons companies move to AWS in the first place: automation. Automation in AWS is all about replacing manual, repetitive, error-prone tasks with code, rules, and machine-driven processes. Instead of people spending hours provisioning servers, patching systems, or reacting to incidents, AWS services can perform these tasks instantly, consistently, and at scale. This shift fundamentally improves how organizations operate. Let's break down the major benefits. 1. Increased operational efficiency and productivity. In traditional environments, IT teams spend a significant amount of time on routine tasks, installing updates, configuring servers, deploying applications, cleaning up resources, resetting systems, the list goes on. With AWS automation, EC2 instances can be provisioned automatically with predefined configurations. Patching can be scheduled using Systems Manager Patch Manager. Infrastructure can be created with a single command using CloudFormation or Terraform. This frees IT staff to work on higher-value activities like innovation, architecture improvements, and customer experience. Example: instead of manually deploying servers for every new environment, dev, test, prod, CloudFormation stacks can spin up all required resources in minutes, identically, every time. 2. Reduced human error and improved reliability. Any manual process introduces risk. Typing the wrong command, misconfiguring a firewall, missing a patch, small mistakes can lead to outages or security issues. Automation eliminates that variability. Once you define the correct configuration, AWS applies it exactly the same way across all environments. Example: AWS config can automatically detect a non-compliant security group and revert it to the approved configuration, no human intervention needed. 3. Enhanced agility and faster time to market. Automation is the engine behind modern DevOps and C/CD. It allows organizations to release updates more frequently, shorten development cycles, and respond faster to business needs. Example: Code Pipeline can automatically build, test, and deploy new application code every time a developer commits a change, resulting in rapid, reliable releases. 4. Cost optimization. Automation directly reduces costs in several ways. Auto-scaling ensures you only pay for what you use by adding capacity when demand increases and removing it when demand drops. Lower labor costs because teams no longer need to spend hours on manual administration. Reduce downtime because automated failover and recovery dramatically decrease the financial impact of outages. Example: auto-scaling can double your EC2 capacity during a traffic spike, then automatically return to normal when demand decreases. No wasted money on idle servers. 5. Improve security and compliance. Security becomes stronger and more consistent with automation. AWS tools can continuously enforce policies, detect issues, and even remediate them automatically. Examples: AWS Guard Duty detects a threat. AWS Lambda automatically isolates the instance. IAM Access Analyzer flags risky permissions. Automated workflows remove them. CloudTrail logs all API activity automatically for compliance and audits. Automation helps organizations meet regulatory requirements more easily by producing accurate audit trails and reducing the risk of manual misconfigurations. In short, automation transforms IT operations from manual and reactive to strategic and proactive. It increases speed, reduces risk, cuts costs, and enables businesses to innovate faster. Alright, so at this point, go ahead and pause the video. Take a moment to read the question carefully, and try to answer it on your own. Once you've made your choice, resume the video. Next, I'll walk you through a few clues to help you identify the correct answer. The correct answer for this question is AWS Code Pipeline and C/CD automation to accelerate software delivery. Here's why. This team wants to release new application features weekly instead of quarterly, which means they need a fast, automated, repeatable way to build, test, and deploy their application. AWS Code Pipeline, combined with other C/CD services like Code Build and Code Deploy, automates the entire software delivery process. This reduces manual effort, speeds up deployments, and improves quality. Now, let's quickly look at why the other options are incorrect. Manual deployment scripts updated for each release. This slows things down and introduces human error, the opposite of C/CD. Running all builds on a single EC2 instance creates a bottleneck, reduces scalability, and doesn't automate any process. Purchasing more on-prem hardware adds cost, delays releases, and does not support automation or agility. So the key idea here is, if you want rapid, reliable, automated deployments, C/CD is the AWS native solution. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.